Module 2, Part 2, Power BI Embedded Analytics. Hello, I'm Peter Myers, the course developer.
Yeah, I'm Adam Saxton. I am based in Houston, Texas, and I'm a principal program manager on the Power BI customer advisory team. This is a part of the Power BI product team where we work with large enterprise customers to help with adoption, roadmap, all of that. And I've been working with Power BI since before it was Power BI.
Well, Adam, the students have just been introduced to Power BI Embedded Analytics. We've covered off on the high level what we can do, but I think it's time they see potentially what they can do. What can you show us?
I've got an awesome demo for you. All right, now what I want to show you is what Power BI Embedded can do for you. This is your Power BI reports embedded into an actual application. Let's log into the application and actually see what's going on. So I'm going to first log in. We'll see here on the Contoso Sales Demo Embedded app. There's a couple things right off the bat. I can log in as a salesperson or sales manager. Down below, you're going to see some awesome links to help you in your developer journey. Down below, you'll see the Explore Our Playground. That'll take you to the Power BI Embedded Playground, where you can actually go try some things, get examples, things of that nature. You can also get the source code for this application. It's out on GitHub. You'll see that link on the bottom as well. And I'm sure it's in your notes somewhere to go get that information. So if you want to actually dig into the code of this specific application, that's available to you. All right, so first let's log in as a salesperson. So I'm going to log in as June Smith. And when I go and log in, it's going to actually take me into the application, and I'm going to immediately see some information, right? So these are data points as part of my sales data. I can see lead counts, opportunity counts, actual revenue, so on and so forth. The beautiful thing about this is these are Power BI visuals, right? So I can select and interact. And when I do that, the visuals actually filter along with them, which is amazing, right? So I can do that. I can select, slice and dice all the power of Power BI right inside of my application. You also see a bunch of tabs up above. One thing I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to personalize the home screen. Because maybe as an end user of this application, I don't maybe need to see all of this, or that's not what I want to see first out of the gate. So what I can do is I can just, let's hide these first 4 visuals. And then I notice I'm not using my space wisely, so I can come in and let's just change how the visuals look, right? So I can do this from a code perspective using Power BI Embedded and the APIs that are available. So I can make this a holistic application that really looks amazing. And also I can integrate Q&A as part of this. Down below, we'll just see, I'm just going to click on one so we can actually see the data that's associated with it, right? And I can ask a question of my data as part of this application. The other thing that's going to be really cool here is this is an application, right? So I can do, whatever I want to do from a code perspective. I'm going to say, let me change my color theme. I'm going to change it to dark. The thing you will notice are the visuals as part of the embedded Power BI elements. They change the theme along with the theme of the application, right? So I can bring that together from a Power BI visual perspective through theming and making a consistent look and feel between my application and the Power BI reports. That is bananas. All right, so let's go take a look at leads. We're just going across here. Let me go ahead and we'll change that color theme back to light. Again, just seamless consistency between the application and my Power BI elements. And again, here I can slice and dice and my elements will change as I go and interact with visuals. And so we can see items going up and down. Everything's great. We have different visuals that are a part of this. One thing we'll see down here is there's a table with leads. You'll also see this add new lead item. So I can click on add new lead and I can actually enter data as part of the application. Again, it's an application, right? So I can enter this data and then that can be reflected in the table itself when I do that. The other thing I can do are the items that are in the table. You'll see here, edit lead. That's not a normal thing from a Power BI table perspective. Through Power BI embedded APIs, I can actually inject context menu items to make that seamless application look and feel. And when I click on that edit lead, it actually brings up a form from the application. So that's just a JavaScript event hook, right? It's just code. I can do whatever I want from a code perspective. Also, what I can do here is I can take full advantage of the normal Power BI elements like drill through, and let's go ahead and drill into account details. And then here we will see just the different information that's part of this account detail. Amazing. Let's go to opportunities, see what we got here. Again, just Power BI visuals. I can slice and dice. If I select an item in my flow here, we'll actually see items reflected up above. We can see those different items as I slice and dice. Then let's go over to accounts. Again, just similar elements here, different Power BI visuals. I can actually go through and interact with these items, gain more insights based on how I want to look through the data. Again, slicing and dicing, everything changes. What I would expect to see from a Power BI visual perspective. And if we go to my activities, we can just see the different activities and different views that are a part of this. Again, slicing and dicing, just all part of the application. All right, so here, let's go ahead and log out and let's switch over to a different view. We're going to go to the Sales Manager. So I'm going to log in as Donna Paul, and then we're going to log in. Now the Sales Manager has a different look and feel. Again, these are just embedded elements as part of the Power BI report. Again, I can slice and dice. Everything works great. Then we can go to the Sellers page. Go up and down. We can see open activities. We can see closed opportunities. We can see top 10, bottom 10, just slicing and dicing as I normally would. You're hearing a theme here, right? You're hearing a theme. We can go through and, June Smith, I can go in, we can go into account details for June Smith, just drill through capabilities. We can see these items as part of June Smith. We go to accounts. We'll see accounts here, all of the accounts that are part of my sales application. Again, slicing and dicing if I want to. I can also come in here again, drill through into those account details if I would like. Just seamless interaction as part of my application and Power BI working together. And if I go to analytics, there's some interesting things here I can do as well. So one thing I can do, I've got my visuals the way I want them to look. Maybe I want to filter and slice certain items here. So let's go to this item. We can see the particular look of my decomp tree. And maybe when I've sliced and diced, I want to say, look, I want to capture this view. So I can actually capture this as, from the application perspective, we're calling it my views. We're saying it's a view. This is really, from a Power BI perspective, this is a bookmark, right? So we're saving a personal bookmark as part of this report. And then those items will be available here that I can go back and take a look at those items. So again, if I, estimated revenue, I could go to leads identified, so on and so forth. It'll go back through and pick those given items. The other thing I can do is with this view there, I can go to capture view. I could say export this to a file and let's just export it to a PDF. Again, hooking into those APIs from a Power BI perspective. It's bananas. All right, moving on. That'll download when it's ready. So we can see a couple other items here from an analytics perspective. So we can see some forecasting information. I already pointed out the decomp tree that's part of this. And then we'll also see the key influencers visual. So again, these AI visuals of Power BI are integrated directly into my application. I can take full advantage of those items. And we can go and see, okay, what are the different things that affect given opportunities? Right? And it will go through as I interact with that visual. So everything I would expect from a Power BI perspective is available inside of Power BI Embedded, and I can make that a part of my application.